Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new episode where I'm going to be playing through a game of 4 Against Darkness. As always, I'm going to start the game by rolling off where the entrance room, or what the entrance room looks like, and it looks like 6. This is a new one, I haven't had this one before. I try to always start sort of in the center here, just so I have room to expand left and right. But I've read a few articles that some people like to start up here. Some people actually like to start in a corner. Whatever suits you, but I'm going to stick with this. I have a barbarian, a wizard, a cleric, and a rogue who are all ready to enter the dungeon. They are all level 4, which is kind of exciting to me because when they all hit level 5, I can move on to the advanced version of this game called 4 Against the Abyss. Things get much harder, monsters get crazier, you get more spells, some interesting magic items, and so I'm really interested in getting these guys leveled up. Now, as I start today, I have on my character sheet 8 minion boxes checked. So when you hit 10, you get an XP roll, which allows you to level up a character, possibly, if you make the roll. And then, of course, every time you kill a boss or a weird monster, you get an XP roll as well. So let's get going. Let's see where this hallway leads. Again, I roll a red and a black. For the red, the symbol is the 6. For the black, the symbol is the 1. Just so there's no confusion. And that is a 1-1, which is a hallway. All right, so we're starting out with just a generic hallway that has 2 doors. I always draw, or I try to always draw the doors in green so that on the video you can maybe see them a little easier. And I apologize for that glare. I can see a glare. Maybe I can turn that light off. Let me see. If I turn that one off, what happens? Ah, that's a little better. Now these are motion sensor lights and they aggravate the stew out of me, so it may turn on again in a little bit. Alright, so before I get going, I need to roll to see what's in this hallway. You roll 2d6 and you add them. That is a 7. A 7 on a corridor is a minion roll. So let's see what we're going to be fighting. I'm fine with minions. I hate vermin because vermin you do not get XP. So or you don't get an XP check. So we're going to roll a d6 and I rolled a 6, which is fungi, folks. Is it fungi or fungi? I've heard it pronounced both ways. And it's 2d6 of those. So I rolled 6. So I've got 6 fungi, and they are level 3, and their treasure is normal. And it says any character taking damage from the fungi must save versus level 3 poison or lose 1 life. Halflings add their level on this save. I don't have any halflings, so let's go ahead and see what happens. So the barbarian, cleric, rogue, and wizard. We don't outnumber the minions, so I don't get any bonus roll from the rogue. So the barbarian will step up. He is now at +4. So basically, since I'm fighting a level 3, you cannot roll a 1. A 1 is always a natural miss. So I just got to roll a 2 or higher to hit. And I rolled a 5, so that gets rid of one of these guys. The cleric steps up. She is +2, so she's got to roll a 2 or higher. And she does. The rogue is, I don't outnumber them. So he's just -1. So he's got to roll a 4 or higher. And I did. I rolled a 4 right on the edge. All right, and then the wizard. The wizard has, I don't want to use any of my wands of sleep. These guys are pretty, well, then again, they do damage if they hit. I could do a wand of sleep. So no, I'm just going to attack. The wizard is -1, so he needs a 4 as well, and he rolled a 4, so he got 1. So 2 will attack. The way this works, they are level 3. I have to roll higher than their level to defend, but my barbarian is +2, so 4. I have to roll a 4, but he gets +2, so I just need to roll a 2 or higher to defend. He does. And the cleric is +3, so just, again, 2 or higher, and rolled a 5, so they both defend. Barbarian steps in, 2 or higher to kill, and he rolled a 1. Missed. Cleric, 2 or higher, got 1. And the rogue outnumbers, so the rogue adds +3, so the rogue is 2 or higher and kills the last one. Now I get to check a box on the minions. Get my pencil out here. And I get a treasure roll. The treasure, you roll a d6. I rolled a 4, which is 1 gem worth 2d6 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40, so I've got plus 40 gold. And I learned in the last few games to track that gold, because when these guys move up to the 4 Against Abyss advanced game, I have to pay 500 gold per character to advance to that next level. Or you have to pay 1 XP per character. And I don't like to give up my XP rolls, so I'm going to hold on to those. All right, so they are in this corridor. Now the decision is which door. I'll take the right door. Let's roll to see where it leads. I rolled a 4-1, a room with 2 doors right here. All right, they are now all in. And just as a reminder, when moving through corridors, I always send my rogue and barbarian first. Even in rooms, I always send them, so the rogue can disarm traps if I encounter any. All right, let's see what's in this room. It is a 6. Oh, no, it's a... Yeah, 6. Messed up a little bit. A 6 on a room is vermin. Great. Vermin are usually very easy to beat. They're just really annoying. All right, roll a d6. I rolled a 1, which is 3d6 rats. So 6 to 9, that's 9 rats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they are level 1 and no treasure. And anytime you get damage from a rat, you roll a die. On a 1 and 6, you lose 1 life from an infection. All right. So let's roll for the barbarian. Barbarian, these are all level 1, so pretty much everybody has to roll a 2 or higher. So the barbarian rolled a 2 and managed to kill just 1. The cleric rolled a 6. These are exploding, so you keep rolling 6s. I rolled a 4, 10. 10, and these are level 1, so that is enough to kill. They're all level 1s, right? Well, actually, the rogue, when he rolled 2, the barbarian killed 2, and then this guy would kill, cleric would kill 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. That's enough to kill all of them. As you can see, that's why vermin are annoying. You fight them, but they're so easy, typically, that it's just sort of slows you down. You almost wish that you could, like, find an anti-vermin potion that would just, like, negate vermin rolls. So, no treasure roll for the vermin. Let's go through that door and see what's in there. That is a 6-6, which is this awesome, I always love this room. It's sort of a pyramidal shape. Let's move this in. Let's see what's in there. It is a 7. A 7 on a room is minions. Excellent. All right, the minions table. Roll a d6. I rolled a 4, which is d6 plus 1 orcs. 3 orcs. 1, 2, 3. They are level 4. Orcs are afraid of magic and must test morale each time one is killed by a spell. If a spell causes their number to drop below 50%, they will test morale at -1. They never have magic items in their treasure. Treat any rolled magic as a d6 times 6. Okay, let's fight them. Okay, the barbarian will go first. And he rolls, they're level 4, and I've got +4, so 2 or higher. I rolled a 6, and a 5. 11 is enough to kill 2 of them. 12 would have killed all of them. And the cleric is +2, so she's got to roll a 2 or higher, and she kills the last one. So as you can see, as these characters start getting up in level, the basic game starts getting pretty easy. I mean, I'm sort of walking through the vermin and the minions. Now, the bosses can still be pretty tough, only because they get some unusual benefits, especially if they're the final boss. They have special abilities and stuff like that. So I get a treasure roll. Roll the treasure. I rolled a 3, which is a scroll with a random spell. All right, let me go to my iPad because these little books do not have the random table for scrolls. The scroll is a 6, which is a protect. I already have 2 of those, so now I have 3 of them. I guess I should start using those. They give you a +1 on your defense for the current combat round. All right, I get an XP roll. So as typical, I've been leveling up my wizard first, followed by my thief, then my cleric, and then my barbarian. Basically, it's the hit points I'm trying to get. They're higher. So the wizard is level 4, which means on this die I've got to roll a 5 or a 6 to level up. And I rolled a 6, so my wizard leveled up. Woo, he's level 5. So no more worries there. He goes up to 7 hit points. He gets an extra spell. I'm going to choose... I've got 3 lightnings, so I'm going to choose an extra... I'm going to choose an extra sleep. What I have found is I don't like Fireball. Fireball just doesn't deliver like it does in a Dungeons and Dragons game. But that's okay. Maybe you like Fireball. We are now in this room. I'm going to keep going north. So let's see what's through that door. Through that door is a 3-1. And a 3-1 is a room with 2 doors. Man, I'm just finding all the rooms today. Not a lot of corridors today. Sometimes, some dungeons I've had, it's just like all corridors. So this one's just room, 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 room. Let's see what's in it. That is a 4. A 4 on a room is a special event. All right, we'll turn to the special event table. That is a D6. I rolled a 4, which is a trap. All right, so let's see what type of trap it is. Roll a D6. It is a giant stone block, level 5, falls on the last character. The last character is the wizard, but because I had my rogue in front, he has a chance to disarm it. The rogue adds his level to the roll. It's a level 5, so the rogue is level 4, so it is +4 to this. So basically a 2 or higher for the rogue to disarm it. He rolled a 5, so he disarmed it. That was excellent. I'm going to write trap in here. Unfortunately, I wish the rogues got some sort of bonus XP for disarming a trap, but that's not part of the game. No treasure for that, so let's keep going. There's a door. We'll go through it. That is a 2-4, which is another room and a door at the end. At some point, I'm going to have to double back. It is a 2x3, so 2x3, and there's a door at the end. Let's go through it. Now at this point, because I used all my minion X's on here, I just start back over. So when I get 10 minion kills, and it's not, you don't, like if you hit 3 orcs, that's not 3 minions, that's 1 minion group. So that counts as 1 X. So I've still got quite a number of minions to fight before I can get another minion XP check. All right, let's see what's in this room. That is a 3. A 3 is it's a trap. All right, let's roll for a trap. Did I really do a trap again? Oh, that's right, because the special event was a trap, so I didn't roll for a trap. So this is a trap, and we roll a D6, and this is a 5. This is Spear. Spear comes out of the wall, attacks 2 random characters. It is a level 5. So once again, my thief has a chance to disarm it. I need to roll a 2 or higher. And I rolled a 6, so he disarmed it. If he had not disarmed it, I would have rolled for 2 random characters, and then they have to make a level 5 saving throw, which basically means they have to roll a 5 or higher on a D6. There's no mods to it. Just 5 or 6, or they take a point of damage each. All right, another trap. I'm going to write this in here. The reason I write it in here is just so I can sort of remember when I'm drawing the map at the end if I missed anything, like a boss or something. If it was a weird or a boss, I would have written boss. It just helps me keep track of stuff. We have another door to go through. Let's do it. That is a 6-4. 6-4 is a room and a door, and it is a long hallway. So let's... Okay, let's see what's in here. That is an 8. An 8 on a room is a minion. So let's roll to see what the minion is. 5, which is D3 trolls. That is 2 trolls. So 2 trolls. They are level 5. Their treasure's normal. Now here's the thing: if they regenerate, so if you kill one, you have to assign another player another player's action to chop it up so it doesn't regenerate. Okay, the barbarian steps up. All he's got to do is roll a 2 or higher. I rolled a 5, so he killed one, and I'm going to assign the wizard to chop him up. And then the priest or the cleric needs a +2, so 3 or higher. Rolled a 6, so easily killed it. And the rogue will chop it up. So there we go. Pretty straightforward. I get a normal treasure roll, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. Normal treasure, D6. Rolled a 3, which I think is a scroll. Let me double check that. 3 is a scroll. And the scroll is a random D6. And it is a 4, which is sleep. A scroll of sleep. I don't have any of those. I do have a wand of sleep. I have a lot of scrolls. I need to start using these things in combat. Although so far I haven't had a lot of combat. The barbarian and the cleric have been tearing it up. Alright, so they're down here. There's one more door to go through before I have to backtrack to all the way to this one or this one. So let's see. It is a 2-5. Hopefully it curves, and if it doesn't, it's a room with a door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve it. I'm going to move the microphone so you can hear me for a minute. I'm going to curve it this way. All right, they are all in there. Let's move sorry for the microphone pop. That is an 8, I believe. That is a minion roll. 8 is a minion. Let me make an X here for the last group of minions I fought. And roll for the minions. D6, which is a 6, and that is fungi again. 2d6. That's 10. This might be a good fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are level 3. Normal treasure, and of course level 3 poison check if they do damage to see if you get what is it, level 3 or lose 1 life. Okay, let's get the I like to pull them down near me so I can sort of remember who's fighting and who's not. All right, barbarian steps up. +4, just a 2 or higher. I rolled a 6. Let's explode that. A 6 again is 12. 12 + 4 is 16, so I will kill 5 of these. 5 times 3 is 15. I just rolled a 16, so that is the loveliness of the exploding 6. Okay, cleric steps up. +2, so she's got to roll a 2 or higher, and she rolled a 1, so she missed. The rogue is -1 because we don't outnumber the minions. So he is -1, so he's got to roll a 4 or higher, and he rolled a 2, so he missed. Time to burn a scroll. So let's see what these scrolls do. I'm trying to remember. I always have to go and look because the spells, I got so many spells running through my head from different games, I can never remember what goes what. All right, sleep. Works like an attack. If it casts, then you roll a d6 plus the level to see how many it puts to sleep. Sleep creatures are considered killed. All right, so it's a level 3. I add my level. So I just go roll a 2 or higher to cast sleep. Don't roll 1. Don't you roll 1. That's a 6. And so I roll the d6 and add my level. My level's 5. There's only 5 left, so it doesn't matter what I roll. They're all dead. And again, you can see that once you get up to about level 4, level 5, the basic game really kind of starts, it gets a little easy. It's starting to get a little easy. It's the bosses that you really want to fight. All right, so that's 2 minions killed. There's 1 door. Let's go through it. That is a 2-1. Which is a door which is a dead-end room. Okay. Let's see what's in it. That is a 7, which is 7 in a room is a minion. All right. The minion is a 6, which is fungi folk again. Man, these fungi are everywhere. 2d6 of those. This time it's 9. Should have just left these boxes up here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's try this again. The barbarian will step up. He is +4, so he's just got to roll 2 or higher. I rolled a 3, which is enough to kill 1. It's a little different than last battle. The cleric steps up, +2, so 2 or higher to kill. 4 will kill just 1. They are level 3, if I remember right. Yeah, level 3. And the rogue is -1, so he's got to roll a 4 or higher, and he rolls a 5, which is enough to kill 1. And I used that scroll of sleep, so now I'm going to use a wand of sleep, and I have 5 charges, so I'm good to go. So again, the wizard needs to roll a 2 or higher to successfully cast it, and he rolled a 3. I roll the die, add 5, and that's how many he puts to sleep, which is 10, so that's enough to kill the rest of them. And I guess the ease of killing the minions kind of makes sense, because once you get up to level 4, to hit level 5, you have to roll a 5 or 6 on the die to level up, and that gets hard. So the more minions you can fight, the more chances you're gonna get. All right, the treasure roll is a 2, which is 2d6 gold, 3 gold. Might as well, plus 3 gold. Now they have to backtrack all the way. Let's turn this so you guys can hear me. All right, so if you roll a 1, the monsters get a sneak attack, or you hit a monster and they get a sneak attack, which means they get attacked first. Somebody reminded me of that in the comments, and I forgot about that part. So they move here, roll. It's a 1. So there is a chart for the wandering monsters, and it is on page, if you've got the book, it is on page 57. You roll a d6. A 3 is a minion table. So you're rolling the minions, and remember, they're going to get a sneak attack. They get the sneak attack first. So the minion roll is a d6, which is a 4. Did that show up on my computer? Yeah, you did see it. I try to roll the dice, within camera range so you can see what I'm rolling. Minions. A 4 is orcs. D6 plus 1 orcs. Man, can you see that? That was a 4. So 5 orcs get sneak attacks. Sorry about that. Had a phone call come in, got interrupted. So I'm facing 5 orcs. They get a sneak attack, and the way this works is, since there's more than 4 of them, each one of my party will get a sneak attack or attack against them, and I'll have the priest take the last one since she's got a higher armor class. So first one, they are all the orcs are level 4. So the way this works is when they attack me, I have to roll a 5 or higher. The barbarian is +2, so basically I need to roll a 3 or higher to defend. I rolled a 5, so the barbarian is safe. Cleric is +3, so a 2 or higher. I rolled a 5, she is safe. The rogue is +4, so 2 or higher to defend. I rolled a 1, so he takes a point of damage. And the wizard also is no defense, so I need to roll a 5 or higher. And I rolled a 2, so the wizard takes a point as well. Now we get our attack. Barbarian steps in, +4, so a 2 or higher to hurt. 5 will kill one of them. The cleric steps up. She's +2, so 2 or higher. I rolled a 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. That's enough to kill 2 more. I outnumber them now, so the rogue gets +4, so he's just got a 2 or higher, and he rolled a 6. Let's see if that's enough to kill both of them. 6 is I need to roll just 2 or higher. That's enough to kill the last 2. And I get a minion check for that, and a treasure roll. Okay, get a minion check, and a treasure roll of 4, which is... 4 is a gem worth 2d6 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. I'll take it because these guys are getting close to level 5, and I'm going to need all the gold I can get. Okay, they were in this room, so let's keep going. They're going to go here. 1. You've got to be kidding me. All right, I get to fight again. I think every room is going to have something. All right, let's see what's in this room. I roll on the Wandering Monsters table, which, let me get back to it. I roll A 5 is a weird monster. Okay, finally something different. Weird. Let me get to the weird table. All right, the weird table is a D6, and that is a 4, which is this weird Catoblepus. I don't know what that is. It's a level 4. It has 4 life points. Its treasure is +1. All characters at the beginning of the battle must save versus a level 4 gaze or lose a life. Okay. A level 4. So there's no benefit here. You just roll a 4 or higher for a creature, for a character, and if you don't get it, they lose a life. So barbarian takes a life, loses a life. The cleric, 4 or higher, made it. The rogue, 4 or higher, failed it. Okay. And the wizard, 4 or higher, he made it. All right. Then, I may be reading this wrong. I believe the creature gets an attack. It's a surprise attack. The gaze is just a special ability. The attack will go against my cleric. No, it's against the rear too. So it's the rogue or the... No, that's right. Whenever I go backtracking, I'm always opening up your back to the back 2 characters. Well, that's really a quarter. In the room, I guess you can choose. I'm going to choose the cleric. She's +3, so I just need to roll a 2 or higher to defend. I rolled a 3, and that's good enough. Barbarian steps up, +4. Need to roll a 2 or higher. I rolled a 4. That's enough to take 1 life. The cleric steps up, +2, 2 or higher. That's a 6, and a 6 + 5 is 11. That's enough to take off 2 more. And the rogue is a 5 or higher to hurt. Missed. And the wizard will cast... Well, I'm just going to take a hit. The wizard will try a 5 or higher. I rolled a 4 and misses. So once again, the creature is going to attack my cleric. +3, so a 2 or higher to defend. I did not, so the cleric took a hit. Barbarian steps up, +4, so a 2 or higher to hit. Failed. Cleric, 2 or higher to hit. Failed. Rogue, 5 or higher to hit. Failed. And the wizard, 5 or higher. Missed. They all missed. Once again, an attack on the cleric, 2 or higher to defend. I did not. Wow, this is not going the way I thought it was. Barbarian steps up, 2 or higher. Come on, there we go. All right, I get a +1 on my treasure roll, and I get an XP roll because I just killed a weird. Treasure roll is a 4, which is the 1 gem, 2d6 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. +40, okay. And then the way I do this is I'm going to see if the thief can level up. I need to roll a 5 or higher on this. I rolled a 6. So the thief is level 5 now. He goes up a hit point. This is very, very good. So far, so good. Let's see. All right, let's go back. They were in this room. I might as well just leave them down here and just move 1. They'll move into this room. Don't roll a 1. You have got to be kidding me. That is 3 1s in a row for Wandering Monsters. All right, we'll do it. I rolled a 6, which is roll on the boss monster table. Reroll a dragon. A wandering monster cannot be the final boss. All right, good. So, the boss table. Man, 3 1s in a row. Here we go, the boss table. I rolled a 4, which is the Medusa. This one always scares me. The Medusa scares me because if... do I have a blessing? I do not... Yeah, I do have 1 scroll of blessing. Okay, so I'm fighting the Medusa. She is level 4. 4 life points. And she's treasure +1. And now it says, at the beginning of the battle, each character must save versus level 4 gaze or be turned to stone. Petrified characters are out of the game unless a blessing is cast. All right. So, I have a scroll of blessing, and my cleric has my cleric has 3 blessings, and the wizard has a scroll of blessing. So let's see how this is going to work. First off, the barbarian. I need to roll a 4 or higher. I did. Barbarian's okay. The cleric. 4 or higher. Come on, come on. I rolled a 1. Cleric turned to stone. The rogue. The rogue rolled a 6. He's fine. And the wizard, 4 or higher. Come on, wizard. 5. Thankfully. All right, so I've only got 3 fighters. I can't use the. I guess I can use the scroll of blessing during combat. It is a scroll, but I'm going to pretend that I cannot. So I've got 3 guys up against the Medusa. The barbarian is going to attack. He needs a 2 or higher, and I rolled a 2. That's enough to take 1 off. The rogue is -1, so he's got to roll a 5 or higher, and he failed. Wizard is going to use a scroll of lightning. It does 2 damage to 2 life points to a monster, but I need to roll a 2 or higher to cast it. I did, so it takes off 2 points. And now the Medusa is down to level 3 because she went below. Anytime a boss goes more than half of their hit points, they drop a level. So now the barbarian will take the attack from the Medusa. I need a 2 or higher to defend. I made it. Barbarian turns around and rolls a 2 or higher to defeat it, and does. So the boss is defeated. I get a +1 on my treasure roll. The cleric, the wizard is going to use the scroll of blessing to depetrify the cleric. Again, the Medusa, man. I'm telling you, if the wizard had been petrified, I would have been in trouble, because I would have not been able to undo that, and I would have only had 2 characters to get out of the dungeon. You can only carry, I think the rules say it takes 2 characters to carry 1 petrified character out of the dungeon, so I would have had to pick. So glad that didn't happen. All right, that was a boss, but it was not a final boss, so I get an XP roll. This is the clerics. This is the lucky die. Or unlucky. It's been rolling 1s and 6s. So I need to roll a 5 or higher on this die for the cleric to level up. That is 3 6s in a row for leveling up, and 3 1s in a row for wandering monster. Let's see if that continues. All right, so we were here. Now we're here. Do not roll a 1. I rolled a 6. They're back in this room, but I still have to roll a 1. All right. Or not roll a 1. All right, they're going to go through this door. Let's see what's through that door. That is a 4-3. 4-3 is a room with a door. Now, let me tell you, if you encounter, when you go through the last door, if there's not a room or corridor beyond that has another door, then the final monster is in that room. So I just rolled a 4-3, which is a 3x3 with a door. Goes in 3x3 with a door in the back corner. So there will not. So if this door were not here, this would be where the final boss is, because there's no other places for me to go. So let's see what's in this room. It is a 7. A 7 is a minion. Minion, roll a d6. That is a 2, which is goblins. D6 plus 3 goblins. 7 goblins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goblins are level 3. Treasure is -1. They have a 1 in 6 chance of gaining surprise. All right, let's see. Do they get a surprise? They do not. Okay. I do not outnumber them, so the barbarian will step up and roll. He needs a 2 or these are level 3, so 2 or higher. He rolled a 4, which is enough to kill 1. Cleric steps up, +2, so 2 or higher to kill. Kills 1. Rogue is -1, so a 4 or higher. I rolled a 5, that's enough to kill 1. And the wizard will cast the, you know what, I'm going to use the Wand of Sleep again. Wand of Sleep, so it's 2 to cast it. Oh, I failed it. I rolled a 1. Oh, all right. So that didn't happen. So each one of them is going to get an attack. So Two or higher to defend for all of them except for the wizard. So barbarian protects or defends, cleric defends, rogue defends, and the wizard has to roll a 4 or higher. He rolled a 1, so he takes a hit point. May need to be using some healing spells pretty soon here. Well, I may do it after this because we're getting close to discovering that boss. All right, let's attack. 2 or higher for the barbarian. That's enough to get another one. They outnumber now, so the cleric is 2 or higher and fails. The rogue gets a bonus of +4, so he's 2 or higher, and he rolled a 6, which and another 6, which is 12, and that's enough to kill the remaining 3 goblins. All right, they are minions, so I get a minion check. And I also get a treasure roll at -1. So a 3, which is a scroll, and the scroll is a 5. What is the 5 on a scroll? Let's see. Can never remember this. Scroll on a 5 is an escape, which I have 4 of those now. I'm going to have to sell some of those because I just don't need them. The escape scroll lets the wizard teleport automatically back to the entrance. It's a good way of protecting your wizard. All right. So the treasure roll. So let's go through that door and see what's beyond. That is a 4-6, which is a room with a door. I'm gonna have to send it in a direction. So let's do this: 1 to 3, 4 to 6. That way. All right. So we'll go that way. All right. Let's see what's in this room. That is a 9. 9 on a room is empty. Wow. The first. 9 on a room is empty. All right, let's just see what's in. Let's go through that door. 5-2. Excuse me. 5-2 is a room with 2 doors and a corridor. So let's see what's in here. That is an 8. An 8 is a minion again. Okay, minions. Roll a d6. Roll a 1. Skeletons or zombies? 1 to 3, it's a skeleton. 1, it is a skeleton. There are d6 plus 2, so 8 skeletons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are all level 3, undead, no treasure. Crushing weapons attack at +1. Okay, so that reminds me, the cleric will always get +1, but she's already maxed out pretty much on her level, so not much she can. I mean, she's always going to hit except if I roll a 1. All right, barbarian steps up, 2 or higher. That's enough to get 1. The cleric steps up, 2 or higher, and rolls a 5. That's only enough to kill 1. The rogue steps up, -1, which is a 4, so that still kills 1. And the -1 for the wizard, that's a 3, so that's a miss. Okay, there's enough for each one to attack. So the barbarian defends on a 2. Everybody defends on a 2 except the wizard, which is a. Oh no, the thief does not outnumber. No, he does. I'm sorry, he's got a +4 defense. So all of them defend on 2 except the wizard, who will defend on 4. So the barbarian defends. The cleric defends. The rogue defends, and the wizard, 4 or higher, does not. The wizard takes a point of damage. All right, barbarian. Barbarian steps up, 2 or higher. That's enough to get 1. Cleric, 2 or higher. That's enough to get 1. We now outnumber them, so the rogue gets +4, so 2 or higher for the rogue. Do not go off that table, you did. And a miss for the rogue, and a you can't use sleep on the skeleton, so I'll just roll normal. 4 or higher to hit, and the wizard misses as well. 3 attacks against everybody but the wizard. So 2 or higher to defend. That's a 6 for the barbarian. Cleric takes a hit. And the wizard and the rogue does not take a hit. All right, so barbarian, please. All right, that's enough. Clerics 2 or higher, and that's enough to kill. And the rogue 2 or higher, and that's enough. All right. I think it said no treasure for the skeletons. No treasure. All right, but they are a minion, so I get a minion check, or a minion X on the character sheets. No treasure, and they are in this room. Let's see. I did that. I was thinking there was something I feel like I'm forgetting something, but so I killed the skeletons, got the minion check. Oh, healing. That's what I wanted to do. Let's do the healing. I've got 3 bandages. A bandage can heal 1, so I'm going to use 1 on the barbarian, which takes him up to 9 full health. I'm going to use 1 on the thief, which brings him up to 6 out of 7 hit points. And then the cleric is going to cast the wizard is down 4 hit points out of 7. So I'm going to use a healing. You roll the die and you add the cleric's level, which is 4. It's 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So that takes him back up to max 7. And then the cleric's down 4 to 7 as well. So the cleric's going to cast a heal and back up to full health as well. And that used 2 heals and 2 bandages. All right. So they are full health now. Let's see where this corridor leads. It leads to 5-6, which is a room and 2 doors. That boss monster is coming up soon because I am running out of space. All right, first off, let's see what's in this room. That is a 6. A 6 on a room is vermin. Can we just go ahead and assume that I would defeat the vermin? But you know what? I'm gonna play it out. I don't want to skip any steps. So the vermin are 6. Skeletal rats, 2d6 of them. 10 skeletal rats. Where are the skeletal rats? Level 3, undead, no treasure, +1 attacks by a cleric with a mace, or anyone with a mace. All right. Barbarian steps up and rolls 2 or higher. I rolled a 3. That's enough to get 1. The cleric rolled a 5. That's enough to kill 1. The rogue is -1, so 4 or higher. Misses, and the wizard will cast sleep. Use the wand of sleep, so it's a 2 or higher to cast. I rolled a 4, and then I roll the die and add 5 for how many it puts to sleep. 9. That should do them all. All right, that was vermin, so I get no XP check for that. They are in this one. Let's go through this door and see what's there. It's going to be a dead end. Even if it's a room with a door, it'll be a dead end. That is a 6-6. So I think that is this room right here. So it's going to be a dead end room. See what's in here. That's a 3. A 3 on a room is a trap. The trap is 2, which is trap table 1 to 6. I rolled a 2, which is a poison gas, attacks all characters, but the thief gets a chance to disarm it, so I just a 2 or higher to disarm, and I rolled a 5, so he disarmed it. So trap. This is a dungeon filled with traps and fungi. All right, so they'll go back through. Don't roll a 1. I did, of course. There is a sneak attack in this room. They were following me. So a roll on the, let's see, roll 1d6. A 5, if I remember right, was a minion, but let's go double check that. Wandering monster is a 5, is a weird monster. Okay. Roll for the weird. Roll a d6. A 1 is a minotaur. Hey, all right, I knew something new. The Minotaur was stalking me in this dungeon, or I guess this labyrinth. He is level 5, 4 health points, 2 attacks, normal treasure. Due to the power of his bull rush charge, the first defense roll against a Minotaur is -1. Okay. All right, we can do that. So I'll have the cleric step in to try to take that. All right, so level 5. This is a weird, so you don't roll to see if it's the final. But yeah, actually, do you? I can't remember. I don't think you do. I don't think you roll to see if a weird is the final boss. I think it's just a boss chart table is the final boss. All right, so 4 plus 5. He needs a 2 or higher to hit. He rolls a 6. That's excellent. Let's do it again. 10 is enough to take out 2 of his life points. I'm gonna have the. Wait a minute. Hold on. He snuck up behind me, so he's gonna get a sneak attack. So he's gonna attack the cleric. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be fair. He would probably attack the weakest character from behind. He'll go after the wizard. So the wizard's got to save at a 6 or higher. I rolled a 3, so does not. So the wizard took a hit. Now we did the attack, and now the wizard's going to get angry and cast the lightning. So wizard has to roll a 2 or higher to cast it. 6, and it does 2 automatic, which is enough to kill the Minotaur. All right. That is a weird, so I get an XP roll. At this point, all XP rolls are basically going to be for the barbarian because he's the only level 4 character. So let's roll a 5 or higher here. I rolled a 4, so he did not. Okay, so they are in this room. Now there's 2 doors, so let's go through this door right here and see what's beyond. That is a 1-4. A 1-4 is a corridor with another door. Let's see what's in this corridor. Now, if you remember, the only 2 characters that can fight are the rogue and the barbarian. That is a 5. A 5 on a corridor is a special feature. All right, let's go see what that is. Special feature. Roll a d6. It is a 3, which is armory, which I do not care about. It lets you change out your weapons if you want. So I'm not even gonna mess with that. They're in here. So let's see what's beyond here. If this is a room with at least 2 doors, 1 entry, 1 exit, then I'm gonna put that final room right there. It is a 5-5, which is a corridor with a door. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that a room, and this will be where the final boss happens. There is the final boss room. All right, so you roll on the boss chart. There are no more doors to go through, so this is it. I roll on it, and also remember the boss has an extra life and gets an extra attack. I rolled a 2, which is Orc Brute. An Orc Brute. He is a level 5. He has 5 life points, but he gets an extra one because he is the final boss. He gets 2 attacks, so he gets 3 attacks. His treasure is +1, but cannot have any magic items. Treat is 2d6 times 6. All right, no magic items. Get you guys down here. All right, might as well use it. I haven't used it yet, so the barbarian is going to use his special ability, which is the rage. I get to roll 3d6 and take the best die. So really what I want to do is I want to roll a 6 here. Come on. I rolled 2. That's a 1, and that's a 1. So I rolled a 3, and that's enough to hit. So that does 1 life point because he needs a 2 or higher. Let's see. Cleric. Cleric steps up. +2, so she needs a 3 or higher. She rolled a 1 and misses. Wizard is going to cast lightning. Needs a 2 or higher to cast it. I rolled a 6. Now I roll, and that's it. That's it. It takes off two points. And the rogue steps up. The rogue is -1, so he needs a natural 6 to hit, and he did not. 3 attacks. I'm gonna put them against the barbarian, cleric, and rogue. They all need. Well, the barbarian needs a 3 or higher, and the cleric and thief need a 2 or higher. So the barbarian is a 3 or higher and rolled a 5. He did it. And then the other 2 is 2 or higher. And rogue is... So they all made it. So the barbarian swings and is enough to do... That's a... he needs a 2 to hit. That's a hit, so he takes a life. Cleric needs a 3 or higher. Come on, man. If you're wondering why my dice are rolling off, it's because this thing is curved. I think the cold weather down here is making this thing not lay flat. Cleric needs a 3 or higher. Come on, there we go. And the rogue, if the rogue misses, I have the wizard as a backup. So the rogue needs a 6, a natural 6, and he doesn't do it. That's a 1. So the wizard will cast his second lightning. I need a 2 or higher to cast it. And he didn't. Wow. All right. So that's it. He gets 3 more attacks. So against the barbarian is 2 or higher to defend. He does. Cleric is 3 or higher to defend, and did. And the rogue is 2 or higher to defend, and he does. All right. Somebody kill this thing. Barbarian, kill it. I rolled a 4. That's enough. All right. I get a treasure roll +1. That's a 4, which is the 2d. I think it's the gem 2d6. 2d6 times 5. And that is a 6 + 4 is 10, 50 gold. I'll take it. And I defeated the final boss. So the barbarian gets 1 more XP roll this dungeon. I need a 5 or higher. And I rolled a 6. How fitting is that? They are all level 5. I will have to go and see how much gold I have. I do not think I have enough gold, which means I will have to maybe run 1 more dungeon to collect XP rolls. I can't use them to level up, but I can use them to pay for my entry into the dungeons below, the 4 Against the Abyss. I now have 4 level 5 characters, which is totally awesome. I love this. This is so good. I'll have to go and figure out what that does for them, if anything. All right, I hope you've been enjoying this. This was fun. I think this was dungeon number 7. Now, some of the videos took multiple parts to finish, not just one video, but 7 dungeons for my characters to level up from 1 to 5, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it was fun. So here's the thing. On the next video for 4 Against Darkness, it's going to be 4 Against the Abyss. I will be using the new advanced rules. They're new to me. Advanced rules to take my characters further into the dungeon to see what is down there. All right, that's all for today. I will update the character sheet. I will get the map drawn. I will scan this and make this available as a download along with this video so you can check it out. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on these playthroughs, and I will be back in about a week with another 4 Against the Abyss dungeon run. Everybody take care.